Well, back again with some more Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. We're going to continue this dungeon. Sadly, another short one. But, oh well. So, okay. Link just decided to jump into a hole. Very cool, Link. Very cool. Now we are going to die because of that. And we don't want to go back, actually. So now we need... So I need to unlock this one. And let me check if things are working. This is working. This is working too. So who's not working is the bot. The bot took the day off. Okay. So we need to hit a button that's down here. I didn't hear it. There's a button right down, but no, not that one. Oh, damn it. I don't like this part. It's hard to see the perspective. Oh, that's not the one. Okay, it's that one. We need to hit that one. But there's a treasure there that I don't know how to get. Oh well. For now we don't need it. Good thing those treasures reset. Like, how do you miss that? So this is just bringing me back. Wait, I already did this. This is just bringing me back. So I need to go... Where's the map? I need to go here, I think. 'Cause this one brings me up. So yeah, bring me back. So anyway, might as well yap while we do this. Yesterday I was looking at more info about Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar because, again, I really like the game. I just think the game has too many flaws. They are small ones, but when you get a bunch of small flaws all together, the game starts feeling like crap. So... I think I need to go here, which is... this one. It's close. So I'm missing a treasure somewhere. There's one here. There's no hole. I'm going to just walk around. So yeah. There is... I really like the game, it's just that it has many flaws. When all those flaws come together... Okay. They start taking a toll on you. And eventually by here to you start losing sight of what to do. Or rather, you learn what to do, you just don't have an incentive to do it. It's just too little too late. And that means it feels pointless to keep playing the game. So that leaves a really bad taste in your mouth, because the game is fun, but it just feels like the way it's presented makes it feel like you wasted your time. And then there isn't a reason to start over. It's not a good game to do multiple playthroughs. Oh. Okay, so that's why I could not find anything, because you need this one. I don't like this. I thought that they would give me a different one. Okay. So yeah, the game feels pointless to play by year 2. It's pointless to restart because it's the same game. And you can just continue, and in fact, continuing is better because you unlock things as time goes on, not by what you do. So what that means is that it doesn't matter what you do. Like I was saying, it doesn't matter what you do. You unlock certain things by reaching a certain date, so... That's also not a very good feeling. Because it's like, you can spend 2 years doing nothing and you unlock better animals. In fact, you could just skip getting the animals on the first playthrough. Or when you start and just buy them by year 3. Because it's like, you're going to replace them anyway, so any effort you put on your first, on the basic cows, on the basic chicken, won't quite matter. Because the game will erase that later on, because you are just going to unlock better ones. It's like, why bother, really? Yeah, you get better quality milk, which makes more money, but you are going to sell them by year 3 anyway. It really makes feel like it's just an early investment, but that's about it. It's not something it's worth the effort. To like brush them every day, talk to them every day, use the stethoscope or whatever is the name every day. And I was looking at more info because there's other things that they could fix. One of them being the game has no content. So they are adding decorations and stuff. I guess that's probably something for you to unlock and just to say that you have something to do. Not the best option in my eyes. But then, something they don't talk about. I was... Actually, yesterday I was a bit mad. Because I was seeing an interview with a manager. I don't know what kind of position is that, what they do. But said manager of the game was saying, oh, they ask about new stuff, quality of life stuff, and the guy didn't have an answer. But he did. He was, oh, we have so many, I can't even mention them all. And he goes to mention one of them. And the one he mentions is, oh, in the original game, you couldn't... You had to like push your animals out of the barn or corral, whatever they call it. You have to push the animals yourself, right? So we added this new feature where pets, cats and dogs can bring the cows and chicken outside. And it's like, and I'll say, that's a really good feature, right? Your animals help with farm work. Really nice feature, right? Yeah, it is. There's just one big problem. That feature is already in the original game. You already do that. In fact, it's one of the reasons I don't like the game as much, and I just saw where I open the way for the treasure. Which I need. I need the treasure. Or maybe I don't, actually, because this guy gave me the key. So I'll go back to get that treasure after I get the boss done, I guess. But yeah, pets in original already did that. Dogs go, bark at the cows and sheep, and they run outside. And then by the end of the day, they bark at them and they come inside. The cats grab the chicken and bring them outside. They already do that in the DS. Yesterday I opened the game, I recorded the game doing that. So, the one thing he mentioned as new isn't new. So, What the hell are you doing? And then I go and look at the... I go look for more info, okay. And I learn... Okay. I learned that... Oh, wait. No, I see what they want me to do. So I will go look for more info and see, because some people got previews of the game and all of them, I think they didn't just get a preview, they got an entire text, because they all pretty much say the same. And what made me even more mad is that they mention very briefly, actually. Someone did mention it very briefly. But something that they don't mention about the game... Oh, that's not... Oh... Why... Now I have to do all of this again because it got stuck and skipped part of the path. What they don't mention... Someone did mention... Oh... I didn't see the new areas. And it's like... didn't see other areas. And it's like, and they say, oh, I only saw the town, and that was it. Farm and town. If you play the game, the original, you'll know there's only the farm and the town. There's not anywhere else. Really. There's the Miku's house, but that's not even... That's not even a proper map. So, you could think that, oh, she just means like the... She just doesn't know about the original. Who cares? But then I went to look at other people's video. And then on one of them, I saw that they were in a new area. Why do you keep doing that? They were in what looked like a new area. And was like, oh, wait. There is a new area. And that person showed the map. And what do I see in the map? Okay, the game is really dumb. It doesn't follow the order which I draw. So I need to keep redrawing this crap. It's really nice that they make you do this, but it sucks the way it works. So I went to... they showed the map, and in the map... as exactly, well, almost exactly what I said I wanted, like a couple of days ago, which I said they should make a new area if they're making the game. And what I said was, on the left side of your farm, you go there and you leave the farm to the bottom, and you, which is the, go to the bottom, which is the path to the to town. And if you turn left, you go to the horse track. So, what I said was, oh, maybe they should just take the horse track move it to the right side of the village, like mirror. You mirror the tile, but we are remaking it, so you don't even need to mirror that. And you add a forest and a mountain on the left side. Because if you have a wind system and a glider, you could make a mountain and a forest and make the mountain higher than your farm. So you could jump from the bottom of the mountain and glide to the town. That would be really cool and use the glide feature really well. I look at the map and what do I see? I see an icon for the racetrack, and I see that I need to go back. Why didn't they put that there? Because they'll probably put like enemies or something. So what do I see is there's an icon for the racetrack and an icon with mountains and a second path. So they added something to the left, but I doubt you can... I don't doubt. I find that hard to believe they had the idea to make it jump from the top of the mountain to come back to town. Because I don't trust Marvels anymore. But the thing is, if they did that, it would be great. But at least they added a new area where you can forage and stuff, it seems. There's like wood and stuff. But you can barely see it because the person barely shows it. But that exists, but no one talks about it. No one shows it properly. They just have these, sounds like pre-written talk points. And the company themselves didn't mention that in the trailer. They didn't show it. And I have to ask myself, are they stupid? Why are advertising a remake and only show a handful of things, which are the things that didn't change? Except one, which is the Bazaar having like a fever mode or something. Right, and you don't show the new things which fix the old issues the game had. You should be showing the new area right away and telling everyone, look, we have a new area. Look, we are fixing a big issue. Look. You have to make people look at that crap. Because my reaction was, there's nothing new. There's a few fixes, there's a few changes that I don't like. They didn't fix the quality levels, which I hate. So why would I buy that? Oh, they fixed the cheese costing less than milk. But I can just cheat the game with a cheat and multiply the amount of milk that I have, of cheese that I have, like 3 times and make the same money that the remake does. Right? That makes me mad. But then I see the new area and ask myself, are they stupid? Because you have something new, something that fixes an issue with the game, or should, if it's well done. And you are not talking about it. And you're stupid. You should show it right away. Look, it's a remake. We have a new area. Right? Show that. Don't hide it. You have to show that. Okay, this is very weird. No, this is like a bull that I can't see. So it's like... is it a glitch? I don't know. There's these guys, which now I can't attack. Am I meant like to yell at it? Do I yell? Don't know what to do here. I see myself on that screen, but... Oh. Maybe I need to like... Oh. and it's puffing smoke at me. Oh, stop that. Oh, this is actually an interesting fight. So now I need to, like, hit you in the tush. But you keep looking at me. So I need, like... no. Okay. So it wants me to do something, I don't know what. These guys give me arrows, which is good. Oh, I see, I need to hit him up front. So yeah. Those things make me mad because it's like... You have a really fun game that really needs fixes. And old fans will know when they see it. And the first thing you do is not show the fixes. Like, you have to be stupid to not do that. This was an interesting boss, actually. I was yapping over it because it wasn't that hard, but it was interesting. And to be honest, I do think it's not just that Marvelous is bad at making games nowadays. I also think that Marvelous is surrounded by idiots. And there's a lot of people working for Marvelous that do not have the best interests of the company or the game and the fans in their minds. They have their own opinions. And when it's time for them to go, oh, we are making a remake, we need to know what people thought about the game. Should we, like, publicly survey people and ask them, hey, what did you dislike about that game? What do you liked about it? What would you keep? And then you have a really big mess because there's all kinds of opinions. But in that mess you'll find answers. And the issue is, when you don't do that and leave to certain people, they'll, instead of going, oh, here's the issues, or someone played, actually they got someone to play the game and see the issues. But there's people in the company that don't do that, and they say that people want this and that, but it's not people, it's them. It's their personal opinion, not the players. And I think that Marvelous, for like almost 2 decades, have been surrounded by those idiots. And at some point they really should let them go. Or tell them to shut up. Like, for example, the Friends of Mineral Tower remake. I hated that remake. Like, Harvest Moon Back to Nature is one of my favorite games. Meanwhile, the remake is something I don't like. Why? Simple. The redesigns sucked. The characters are not the same anymore, except like 1 or 2, which have similar designs, but designs are still worse. Haley looks like she's on drugs. She has her eyes wide open. She's on drugs. Like, there's no other way. She's on drugs. She went to the doctor's stash. Oh. Oh, I see it. So this is much harder than I thought it would be. Then there's like... Purpery looks a lot younger for some reason. Oh, god damn it. Why do you have to go there? Okay, let's go to the other side. We have to go to the bottom. So, Purpery looks younger and it just doesn't look as good. I much like the 90s style of anime that they gave her. She looked much better before. The redesign just doesn't look good. Anne was a tomboy and became not a tomboy, I guess, because she wears fancy clothes that doesn't fit in the game. Karen lost her bangs, which was what made her very recognizable, and also got pretty clothes, I guess. Mary went from a shy book girl and became a cosplayer, because she's wearing cosplay. No, that's not like they gave her cosplay. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to do that. Because the games were made because the maker was like, oh, this is based on my childhood. And those old games, Harvestman games, were rather grounded. They were rather believable. Of course, nowadays, you have people are exposed to technology everywhere, so it's not as relatable. But still, it's a town in the middle of nowhere with very little technology. And we have this girl in the library and she's wearing cosplay. Like, who designed that? Like, even if you say, oh, it's more modern, you don't find clothes like hers anywhere. You can't say it's like, oh, city folk, yeah, go to Tokyo. You won't find clothes like that. She's wearing cosplay. And makes... It makes the character a lot worse. Because the thing about Mary is that she was a believable character. She's a shy book girl. That's it. That's all she needs to be. But no, they had to give her cosplay. It hurts my brain so much. If there's a treasure, oh, if there's a treasure, there's probably a hole. And then the few things they change, I don't like the visuals either. They are too bright for my taste, and I like how much darker they are. Again, they really did make good use of color back then. And in Back to Nature, the colors feel, to me, feel more believable. While the colors on the remake just feel garish. They feel too bright. Don't like them. The models also a bit crappy. They lost the charm, the models as well. I hated that. Yeah, and it didn't. And then they remade the GBA game and didn't have the cut content from the PlayStation. They didn't add like the inside of the buildings. Like the library in the remake is the library of the GBA, which is just a rectangle with shelves. So, and then you look at the library on the PlayStation 1 and it has some charm because it's not a rectangle, it's round, which matches the outside of the building. It has a charm to it. It's not simple. They didn't add those. And then the remake of A Wonderful Life is just the same game with this. Like, the water has the same animations, but has different art, which makes it look really bad. Which makes me believe that they didn't remake the game, they made a remaster. And they reused the code of the game and just added on top. And changed the models and textures. And in A Wonderful Life, if they really did remake it, then why didn't they expand the map? Which was one of the issues, big issues of the original. It was too small of a game. And then they did all the stupid stuff, like they heard like, oh, players don't like sleeping 6 hours and going to bed multiple times. How do we fix that? Oh, let's just make them wake up at 6 AM. Yeah, that's cool in normal farming games, but in A Wonderful Life, the game doesn't work in the same way. So waking up at 6 AM made the game worse. Instead, they could just ask, like, do you want to sleep until 6 AM or do you want to sleep 6 hours or do you want to nap X hours? That's it. It's a bit more complicated, but it would make the game better. Because you have so many... You have so many hours that you have nothing to do that you could go sleep and then wake up later in the day and go those things again. And yay, Fairy became whole again, I guess. Because, for example, I didn't wake up at 6 AM when I played. I'd wake up at 4 AM, get things done by 10, I didn't have anything to do. So sometimes I'd even sleep to skip 6 hours ahead and wake up at like 2 or something, or 4, and then do things later in the day. But in the new one, you have to wait hours and hours and hours doing nothing because there's nothing to do. But then there's like stuff that you need to do later in the day. But in between there's nothing. That's when you had to like expand the map. Like the forest is very small. It looks really nice. It's a really nice forest, and I'd say instead of expanding the forest with the spirits, I'd make a forest in the hill and leave that forest small, because that forest should be special. Then you have like the hill, and you could go to the hilltop and look down and see what's around, or maybe not. But you have like somewhere to explore and find stuff. That would be a really good remake of A Wonderful Life, but nah. They would just went a lazy route. They changed the models, removed the charm of the game, made it cartoony when the game was great because of the immersion. And these guys have been yapping for like 10 minutes. Yeah, the remake of Wonderful Life sucked. That's why I didn't trust them with Grand Bazaar and adding a new area, but they did add a new area, and that's good. I'm still mega salty about some of the character changes, like Antoniette, which should have a new name, looks kinda bad in the new one. A 3D model, I think, doesn't look bad. A portrait looks bad. Portraits in the trailers do not have emotions or show emotions. Like you see Sophia blushing, but her portrait is like stone-faced. And this is something that Rune Factory 3 are already fixed. Oh, I didn't save. Antoniette was my second option, but again... I want to go here for the treasure, but I wanted to go there for a treasure too. Okay. So yeah, when the portraits are stone-faced, they don't show emotions, which is a bad sign. And I think that's Grand Bazaar. Did it have hearts or did it have a border? I forget. Ow. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, so I have to strike. Yeah, I'm not good at timing. This isn't even a fight you can win. Ow. Oh, okay, so I just need to dodge it. Ooh. But yeah. The portraits, it's good that they are back. The art I don't like that much. I much prefer the unique art style of the original, even if they change the designs a bit. But then there's Daisy's design, and that was quite the loss. They didn't like change the design a little, they changed it completely. Like the original was like based on spring or something, and now she's based on fall, and her name is completely different. Yeah, that's quite a blunder for me. Another thing is, I don't even believe that it was the original staff that made that decision. I think someone else... Come on, why did you turn there? Why do you keep turning there? Why do you keep turning right? Come on. It stopped, it started going right really hard. I don't know why. Oh, there's like... There's water currents. Oh, I see. So that's why it keeps going all over the place. The water currents are a pain in the ass, I guess. Because it keeps moving and I have to keep adjusting, but when I adjust, I overshoot. Ooh. Okay. This is easy because you're using that bar. And sometimes the tyranny movement moves a lot, sometimes it's not enough. Oh, see? There's like... It's moving by itself because there's like water currents. And you can't see them. Sometimes I move by mistake. But sometimes it's not me moving by mistake, it's me trying to compensate the movement from the chest itself. Yeah. I'll just pay for another repair. Actually, since we are here, let's go there. Because I already know there's something there. Just haven't been there. What now? Oh, yes, I see it. But yeah, the Daisy design really makes me salty. And then I was like, oh, second choice, Antoniette. I look at the portrait, I'm like, oh, crap. A portrait looks bad. Like, what happened? I guess the biggest winner was Sophie, because in the original she was like, eh. It's like, she's cute, but doesn't have much for her. But the trailer makes her look much better than the original. Okay, that wasn't for me, I think. Okay, we are back to the magnet. Delivery mail for others. So if I do play that game, I guess I'm changing for Sophie this time around. Now that's Emiko, but I think she's a bit more of a fight. Don't know if it's worth the trouble. Do I even have enough? 3 more, okay, I need 10. Okay. Can you read? Can you read? Actually, what? Oh, it's that way. Okay. Controls in this game are a mess. Can't say I like them. Yeah, see, there's like those stumps, which makes me believe there's like a hook shot. The issue is I've been going past those, and I don't want to go back to get more of those. And I don't want to memorize where they are. And I've seen them in other islands, so there's a bunch of tiny treasures to find in this game. So I just wanted to go here and get the treasure, even though I have to go, but let's go do a bit of a seafaring travel. And then I guess next time I'll do the boat. Which I might as well save. Oh, they also added that wind feature to the remake where you have to like protect the crops. I understand why they did it. They wanted to add more wind-based features because the game is more based on wind. I'm just not sure if that was it. I don't know if that was the move. Some of the videos I saw, people weren't like that receptive towards that feature. They're like, yeah, you have to do that. I feel like it's going to be a pain, and it's something to delay the game because they didn't fix the progression. It feels like they are trying to delay the player because the progression isn't improved. And if the progression isn't improved, they are doing the other way, which is if we don't add content to make the progression bigger, we slow down the player by putting barriers and stuff, and that's not great. Oh, do we hit the island? It's like this. Actually, this game is a good example also, because this game, what it does, like A Link to the Past had a huge amount of items. The issue I have with that game is that you don't use items enough. Some items you only use like once or twice. Well, you have to use them once or twice. But else you just use them because you want to. But in this game, for example, you have to use the tools a lot more. And you don't use them because you want to. You have to use them because you have to. You actually have to use those items. So use them a lot more, but as you can see, there's a lot less items to use. I guess that's the treasure they told me about. So you have to use them and can use them if you want. So at least some of them. Like the boomerang mostly. But what they do to add content to the game, they add like the appearance for the boat, and you have to find those items and the treasures. That's gameplay that they add. Because the game, yes, the game doesn't have much gameplay, because you don't have many items. So that's a different way to add progression. It's optional, but that's a way to add things to do in the game. And I think Grand Bazaar is trying to do the same. They're putting up walls and trying to halt progression of the player to make so the player makes less money at first. Then they have to invest in the new item to then protect the crops and stop losing money. I feel like that mechanic will only live as long and be as enjoyable as they make it, because if the player sees they are trying to stop the player from making money, the player will feel resentful and bad, to leave a bad taste and make the game feel worse. I hope it doesn't end that way. But anyway, enough yapping for today. I'll be back tomorrow to yap some more, because if it wasn't for yapping, I wouldn't be doing this, because that's a fun part of streaming, is that you can yap and have fun. Also, you are just playing a game, and if you are just watching someone playing a game, this isn't the place to do that, because I'm not great at that. And there's plenty of long play videos on YouTube to watch anyway. So yeah, I'm out of here. I'll be back tomorrow with more, hopefully with more time and less sleepy. And to yap about whatever I'm thinking about tomorrow. Until then, bye bye. I was going to save again. Already saved. Don't need to save again. Already did it twice.